In the diagnosis of the illness, which was just about a year and a half ago, at that time I was still relatively functional. I could still walk down the street and brush my own teeth. But in the 15 months since that diagnosis, I've gradually lost everything. I mean, I'm in the wheelchair full time. I can stand to transfer, but that's all. I either have to be sitting down, supported, or lying down. So my legs basically don't work much at all. My arms, I can't lift. I can still use my hands a little bit, but I can't get my arms too, raise up so that I can grab onto anything. Even in bed, I can't turn. Somebody has to move me or roll me to a new position.
We see changes in our situation every week, so everything keeps getting stepped up. My husband's needs get more complicated and more time-consuming. And it's a challenge every week to figure out new strategies to cope. I'm having a hard time right now because he needs me pretty much 24 hours a day. And I have 2 small children, and they need me too. And I try very hard to meet everybody's needs, and I feel like some days I don't do such a great job of keeping everybody happy. It's very difficult. My life has changed dramatically. I feel like I used to have a life as an individual where I'm an artist. I used to paint full-time. I also write, and I did some writing. I'm working on a couple of books. All of that has had to stop. I don't have time for that. It's been a readjustment, a big, huge change in my life. Becoming a caregiver, I learn every day more how to do that, and I pray every night for the strength to do it with more grace and more compassion and more generosity.
It completely undermines the reality that is your life, I guess the dreams that you have pretty much evaporate. And in my case, I have young children, and that compromises my ability to sort of successfully play that role as a parent. So I can't imagine anything too much more devastating.
I think it's wicked hard for him because, he used to be really strong. And one of the things he really hates about having ALS is not being able to be a good parent or be a good dad. He's a great dad, but he just can't do some of the things that other dads can do.
They understand that their father has a very serious illness, although it's probably more than they can really absorb. It's mostly more than I can absorb, more than we can absorb as adults. Every once in a while I see this look of shock in their eyes when they realize we've come to some new stage of the illness, when they see their father being carried, when they see him not able to brush his own hair or any of the tiny little things, not able to feed himself. I see pain, and I see shock, and I see recognition that this is very big and very scary.
I feel that he will get better soon, and someday he will get better. He'll stop getting worse. Something will change a little bit. Might not ever be as strong as he used to be, but he'll be able to at least be able to stand up.
I spend literally every waking hour trying to cope with my environment and trying to cope with the conditions that surround me, the different insurance companies, my healthcare insurance, my doctors, my disability insurance, etc. And in an effort to cope with that environment, you know, I was fortunate enough to come across the Healed Fund, and they have just been fabulous, because for me to get equipment, first of all, out of my insurance agency, most of the time is impossible. Occasionally, if I fight a valiant battle that goes on for months, I can get the resources that I need. In this case, I was fortunate to run into the Healed Fund and was able to get, first, I think, a wheelchair. They've provided a ramp so I could get into my house and get out of my house, and therefore not be totally housebound. They've provided me with a shower chair that enables me to safely get from the bed into a shower every day. And they've provided me with a stair chair. My bedroom's on the second floor, and the only way I get up those stairs is because there's an automatic chair that takes me from this floor to that. Not much on speed, but it gets me there safely. Without them, my life would be much more miserable and much more challenging than it is right now. It's tough enough as it is.
It's more than a family can bear, and this is what's needed, is someone to help with the day-to-day, how do you cope, how do you live with this kind of devastation and loss that is ongoing. You think you have it 1 week and you're going along and life seems manageable, and all of a sudden the illness changes and you have needs you didn't anticipate. And that's why you need somebody who's there saying, here's how you go this next step, here's how you can carry on, because you reach a point where you don't know how you can carry on.